laptops, but we are good to go now. We're actually going to take you guys to a little lineup question. So we have Corey Davis and Robert Woods starting in a lineup, and we're contemplating if Christian Kirk should crack the lineup over these guys. So you guys were telling me that you think Christian Kirk should start over Corey Davis, and then I proposed, what about Robert Woods? Because I like Corey Davis against Tennessee. He's going against the 30th worst passing defense in the NFL. So, I mean, that's a matchup I like. He got 10 targets last week. Obviously, there's some accuracy issues going on with Zach Wilson. I'm not entirely sure exactly if this guy's ready for the NFL or not. It looks like he's not. There's going to be some growing pains, but at the very least, I mean, he's still throwing the ball.
True.
They're chucking it. So, Corey Davis, like James, you mentioned it. Elijah Moore's out. Jamison Crowder's questionable. I mean, this guy's going to be getting targets today, so I really do want to put him in the lineup because week one, man, he dropped like 25, 26. He got 2 touchdowns. Obviously, that's not going to happen often. But if he's their only go-to guy to get in the end zone, I mean, I like those options. Now, Robert Woods is the guy who's pissing me off.
Yeah, I agree.
So what are we doing here? We got Christian Kirk to go in, and you, like you guys said, obviously Jalen Ramsey is going to be on D-Hop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad position to be in. You seem like you're, choosing the worst one out of, out of three decent players there. I mean, Corey Davis, like you said, he's going to get the targets. I just feel like Kyler Murray always, like if you're like a hot fantasy owner and you see that deep ball going and you're like, it's got to be Hopkins. I feel like Christian Kirk's always there. He's always targeting him in the end zone. Robert Woods, I think Stafford and Kupp just have that chemistry that's tough to beat. But I wouldn't be surprised for Robert Woods to have. I don't think he's going to have those 20, 25 point games that he had with Jared Goff. But I guess if you gave me the chance, I'd say Kirk and Corey Davis. The more I think about it.
Okay, James.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
All right. Well, here's my thing. The second I sit Robert Woods, Bobby Trees is going for 30. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then Christian Kirk's going to drop a 2-piece on me. So that's the problem. I hate not playing the guys that you drafted to be there. You know what I'm saying? I took Robert Woods over Cooper Kupp, man. That hurts to sit here in week 4 and just sit him,
And see that Cooper Kupp is what, number one
or
fantasy
2
wide receiver in the league?
Yeah, 1 or 2. It's
That's
tough
crazy.
to see, man. And I'm not a big fan of it, but you know what? I trust my boys here on Livewire Fantasy Football. Bobby Trees is getting the sit. Christian Kirk's going in.
I'm telling you. I feel like Kirk has a better game.
Is this your big money league?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Mind you, did I preface it with I am playing the number 1 team in the league this week, so I think we might need the boom play. Do we agree that Christian Kirk is the boom play?
Definitely the boom.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe like that game. Like, okay, this is off topic, but like if we're doing a bet, I'm smashing the over
On the Rams Cardinals.
100%.
100%.
I don't even know what the over's at, but I'm taking it.
I'm taking it.
Yeah. Okay. That's how I usually look at bets too. I don't care what the number is. Give me it. Yeah.
Those 2 teams are just.
All right. You guys had another game you guys wanted to go to. Nick, do you have one that you want to talk about real quick?
What game did I say?
Panthers and
Panthers
boys.
and Dallas. There we go.
That's a good one. That's a good one to talk about because we've had some slow weeks from Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
And Dak's been he bounced back a little bit on Monday night against the Eagles, but he hasn't been fantastic since week 1. 2 like under 10-point games for Dak. That can't happen if you're a Dak owner.
Yeah.
So again, specifically, not to make the show about me and my teams, but like I'm starting Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott this week.
I agree with that.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, okay, like maybe. Well, first of all, Carolina is like what, top defense in the league right now. So
yeah, they are.
It's gonna be a hard matchup for Dak right now. Me personally, I would place him on the bench. If you have like a nice little stream quarterback that you could have went out in this week and grabbed, or you had like a nice like Jalen Hurts maybe, or I don't know who else somebody would have on their bench at that time, but I would play him over like Dak Prescott maybe. Like I just feel like it's a better game for somebody else to play.
Tough matchup. So I don't expect them to be down in this game either. They're favorited, and when the Cowboys aren't in a shootout, they'd like to run the ball. So Kirk Cousins is always throwing the ball. The Vikings have like the best balance in the NFL between throwing it and running it. So I'm not too ashamed of it. So me and Nick are good with Kirk. What do you guys think?
I'm actually not going to take Kirk.
Okay.
I'm going to take Dak because he's hot, man. So
He is. I mean, he bounced back, and you did draft him to be that guy.
Exactly.
You drafted him to be the guy that is.
drafted him before Kirk. You know.
Right, yeah. You drafted him to make sure that the only time you're going to sit him is a bye week, right? But here we are, and 2 bad games under his belt, and 1 boom game, and then 1 average game, where I just feel like Kirk has performed week after week, dating back all the way to the last 6 weeks of last season. He's been throwing 2 touchdowns. He's thrown 2 touchdowns in every single game that he started in for the last, 10 games, right? Dak didn't even do that this year, that's where I come from. I'm like, man, this guy's got the hot hand. You got to ride the hot hand. Until this guy throws a dud on me, I got to play him.
You got to play him.
So easy.
No, he's off to a hot start. I wouldn't be opposed to starting Kirk over Dak. Definitely.
Okay, let's move on to your game that you wanted to talk about. Easy.
What game was that? I forgot.
That's a good question.
Well,
that's why.
Before you do that, I want to add while you guys are on quarterbacks real quick. Sorry. We had a question. I want to just go to our viewer question that we had.
Yeah, absolutely.
They want to know if should they stream any of these should they stream any of these this week over Tannehill, Jones, Heineke, Bridgewater, or Darnold? Should they stream any of those quarterbacks?
Jones, Heineke, who else?
Bridgewater or Darnold?
Mac Jones or Daniel Jones?
I would assume Daniel
I was
Jones.
gonna say.
Yeah, Mac Jones would be a bad
That's
idea.
the only Jones that came to my mind.
Over who?
That's true.
Over Tannehill?
Over Tannehill, yes.
I think Tannehill's a big sit today.
A big sit?
Yeah, but he's got all of his guys down, man.
of
He's
them
got
are
no
down.
receivers. His
You're
top
playing the Jets, though. Like, you're going to get somebody.
Yeah, that somebody's gonna be Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I'd be afraid to take anything with the Titans today. I think the Jets could win.
No, I think so too. No, with that offensive fire. Well, I actually don't think that because I feel like Derrick Henry might go for 200 yards.
His rushing prop, 120.5 yards.
That's a lot.
That's just too much.
That's a
You have to take the under just for
just too much.
for the sake of game flow. What if
It's actually one of
but
my
like-
prop picks. That's why I brought it up.
Okay.
I just feel like they're gonna focus on stopping the run. 100%.
which team? The Jets? They have to, right? With Adam Humphries being your number 1 wide receiver, what other option do you have? So for me, I would probably go with Rod. Can I get those guys one more time?
Of course.
Heineke, Jones.
Bridgewater, or Darnold?
If it was
I'd
me,
go Darnold.
Is there D? None of the above.
I think you said
Right,
Darnold?
right. Can we get the above option?
Well, first of all, Darnold's still available in your league. That's pretty nice because he's killing
like
it,
top 10. He's top 10 right now.
Yeah, like 30 points a game. But outside of Darnold, because you said Darnold, I would go Taylor Heineke with Terry McLaurin and all those guys.
I
on,
think Curtis Samuel's
Washington.
back.
Curtis Samuel's is
Curtis
back.
Samuel's
And
back.
you're going against the Falcons defense that's atrocious.
Yep, for me, I like that too. So I'd go Heineke or Darnold, depending on what you like the best. Listener.
Okay. All right. Eric, back to you.
Back to that Dallas game real quick. What do we think about Chuba Hubbard and his production today?
That's a good question.
Last time I checked, I think his rushing yards is over was 68.
I don't think he's going to be I don't think the Panthers are going to give him the load like everyone thinks they do.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
They used him a lot when he went
I
out,
know.
when McCaffrey went out.
Royce Freeman was kind of in there a little bit.
Here and there. It wasn't
I
a
mean,
threat.
I don't see him being like that. He was the top waiver wire option last week.
My
obviously.
thing is, I think they probably work him in at the end of the game. If they're like winning, if they have a good lead, they'll probably like give him the ball maybe like 10 to like 15 times at the end of the game. See what he does with it.
Yeah.
Probably early on, it's probably a split. I think maybe.
I would think so too.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. One of our listeners asked us this lineup question. So he has Chuba Hubbard, Leonard Fournette, or Trey Sermon. Start one.
Start one. Chuba, Trey.
I think you got to go with Chuba.
Chuba Hubbard against Dallas. Leonard Fournette against New England on Sunday Night Football.
Give me Leonard Fournette, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm with James on that
Trey
with Leonard
Sermon
Fournette.
against Seattle, which is the worst run defense in the NFL. They are considered the doormat of the NFL's rush defense. They're 32nd out of 32.
I feel like Leonard Fournette, like that's just like one of those games, like that Tampa Bay and New England is just one of those games that they're gonna, like, okay,
Gritty.
Belichick thinks he knows what Brady's gonna do, so they're gonna
Brady's
switch
gonna
it
reverse.
up, yeah,
reverse.
yeah, hit him with
Because
the Uno reverse card.
Belichick knows that Brady knows that what Belichick's going to do, so
There we
Brady's
go.
going to re-reverse, and then Belichick's going to reverse, and then
Exactly.
Brady's going to reverse the reverse.
I could see Leonard Fournette having a great game
Yeah.
today. As far as the only thing that scares me with Trey Sermon is we kind of saw how they used him last week, and I mean, without his touchdown, I don't really think he would have had a great fantasy week.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have much effect in the passing game. I'd go with Hubbard just because of the possible potential, but I think Leonard Fournette could have a good game as well.
I was going to ask you guys. I mean, Hubbard is projected the most out of all three. You know, so that's something to consider. So what are we doing on final answers here? You got Hubbard, James.
Hubbard.
Leonard Fournette, right?
Leonard Fournette. Yep.
I got Fournette as well.
Ooh, no sermons out of you guys. Even though the Seattle Seahawks are the worst rush defense in the NFL. Okay, so we're worried about Elijah Mitchell getting in a little bit.
Well, I think Elijah Mitchell's out, but even if he was out last week, I mean, the Packers don't have the best. I don't know.
They're playing.
Is it a PPR league? I guess
It is.
I'm taking Hubbard.
How was he in on the passing game? Trey Sermon?
Trey Sermon last week caught 3 targets, two catches.
You just got to think. Shanahan even, like, he doesn't seem too confident.
He doesn't.
No, for someone who healthy scratched him week 1 for no reason. Obviously, there's some issues there. And is JaMychal Hasty playing? Because if he is, like, I just assume that Shanahan's going to use. I personally think that there's going to be 5 different people who carry the ball today in that game.
Exactly. That's
At
the
least.
thing with San Fran. You don't know who's getting the ball. Whatever game.
The motions that they run, whatever. I think Debo gets a carry today. I think Ayuk gets a carry today. I think 3 different running backs, including Juszczyk, gets a carry today. Seriously. So
even Trey Lance.
And
Trey
you know
Lance
what?
is running the ball.
And you know what? I don't count on Sermon to get the end zone carry either. It might be Juszczyk. They love using them. So all right,
Juszczyk.
How do you say it?
I know that's right. I hate how his last name's spelled.
Oh,
I like it though. It bothers me. It just bothers me.
I think it might be Polish.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I got a question for you guys coming in from Twitter. You know we're live wire here. So when should a fantasy owner give up hope on Kenny Galladay?
Now.
Before the
Now.
season started.
Yeah, I wouldn't have drafted
Before the
him.
season started?
Kenny Galladay. What? Go ahead. No.
Okay,
Go
okay.
off. Go off.
Okay, like, see, we drafted Galladay, but we drafted him because he fell so low. But, like, I feel like they're getting on the right page. Galladay, he chewed somebody out on the sideline. They said it was to
Jason Garrett.
They said it was Jason Garrett.
It wasn't Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
They thought it was Dan Jones, but it ended up being Jason Garrett.
So he got in the ear of the OC. So he wants the ball.
Yeah.
But it's just they got to get it to him.
He's a good ball player. He deserves the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't throw it to him, but that's why I'm out on him. It's not because Kenny Galladay sucks. He doesn't.
No.
I'm out on him because they don't use him.
I feel like you just got to understand, like, Sterling Shepard had a hot start to the year.
Facts.
Yeah.
Why not keep feeding that man? But now he's out. I think Kenny Galladay.
He steps up. He has to step up to this week.
Was he out last week?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he
Okay.
played for about 2 minutes and left the game, motherfucker.
All right. Well, I was
sorry,
just going to
sorry.
say, listen. With that being said, because I that's what I was wondering. Because with that being said, Galladay had the least amount of targets of the season last week, even with him being out.
Which
he
is
only had
scary.
5 targets.
Yeah, that's not right.
If your number 1 wide receiver goes down, how does your number 2 not increase in targets?
Right.
So that's what scares me about that, man. I want no part of the Giants' offense at all. Anyway, even Saquon, like I didn't draft him, and even if he fell really deep into the first round, I wouldn't have drafted him. Am I just destroying your whole team right now?
No, I mean, listen, we're 2-1 right now, so we're sitting pretty.
No, I'm
So
not.
we're
Hey,
sitting pretty-
yeah, Saquon's back.
Saquon is back.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that question too. How do we feel about his production after last week? Do we think he's fully healthy
It was
now?
definitely a productive game, but Saints defense, there's some piss stuffers, man. So I'd be careful about him today.
Yeah,
I'm scared about him.
I feel like in a PPR league, you got to play him because he's obviously gonna get probably 5-6 catches out of the backfield.
Yeah, and they're going to be down. They're going to be throwing the ball. At least we fucking hope.
Yeah.
But they should be throwing the ball, and you'd like to assume, obviously, he's good for, when healthy, 8 to 10 targets a game. So that's always good. Speaking of targets, let's talk about the Steelers and Najee Harris for a second.
Oh my gosh,
That man got 19 targets last week.
Fucked me last
14 catches.
14 catches, 19 targets, over
102.
over 100 receiving yards. So do you guys think that's sustainable? Obviously not at that clip, but do you think he could be an over 10 target guy, over 6 catches, and over 50 yards receiving?
That was one of those games where, I mean, we were watching Red Zone last week. They didn't show much of it.
Yeah.
And then every time I checked my app, like Najee, like
Another catch.
another catch,
Yeah.
another catch. So I didn't really get to see the game as far as if it was just like the Bengals D, had a great game. I know Deontay Johnson was out, so Big
And he's
Ben's-
back, so I was
Benny's
gonna
back.
mention that. So does that-
Claypool's out too.
Okay, so maybe they just swap it over. But Deontay Johnson, Big Ben, for some reason, loves throwing him the ball when he is in the game. Yeah. So I don't expect Najee to get that many balls today. Not even close, actually. I think if I had to project him at maybe 6 catches, if I had to, and I think Deontay gets 10 targets. So, I mean, but it was a knee injury, and I'm worried about that too. And that one question that we were talking about between Hubbard, Sermon, and Fournette, that guy had Deontay Johnson as his flex. So,
Okay.
I mean, those are
Question. Sorry, another question coming in. Darrell Henderson today or Cortland Sutton? Cortland Sutton going up against the Ravens. Henderson going up against the
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Yes.
I'm all in on Cortland Sutton. I'm all in.
I was in on that. I subbed Sutton in as my flex.
I'm gonna have to highly disagree with you guys.
Really?
It's Clamptown and Ravens.
That's just you being biased. That's all. That's
who's
just you being
clamping?
biased.
You got to think. What did Tyreek do against the Ravens?
That's Tyreek,
scheme.
a
That's
5'8".
scheme. They're not scheming against Cortland Sutton like that.
Marlon Humphreys is clamping.
I don't know, man. I'm all in on Cortland Sutton this year, man. He
Yeah,
looks
I agree.
healthy.
After that one game against who they played, the Jets.
Yeah.
And he had what?
20, 25, 26 fantasy points.
Yeah, 25. And then I think he had like 13, 14 targets that game.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
So Teddy Bridgewater likes him.
Teddy Bridgewater's always been that guy who finds the guys that he likes. It was Robbie Anderson when he was in Carolina. Obviously Michael Thomas did pretty well when he was in New Orleans, and Stephon Diggs did really well when he was in Minnesota. So he always finds his guys, and he likes hitting them. He has his trust guys. And with Judy out still, and with KJ Hamler out now with an ACL, I mean, who else is going to get the ball? I have to think that the targets are only going to go up for him. So I'm all in on Cortland Sutton.
You got Tim Patrick.
I agree, too.
Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick too. James, make sure you're moving that mic for me, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, we're
I'll
trying
take
to.
Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick. All right, that's an interesting. Let's talk about Tim Patrick for a second, real quick, and then we'll get into our bets, and then we'll wrap up the show.
I got one question. Outside of after the Broncos, I got one guy as well.
Sounds good. Tim Patrick. Are you guys playing him if you have him, or does it depend on your
He
lineups?
seems like a touchdown dependent type of player. He's definitely on the rise. I wouldn't.
No pun intended.
Pun intended. Pun intended.
No, you're literally on the rise.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I mean, definitely if you're in like a 12-man,
One of those deep leagues.
Yeah, one of those deeper leagues. He's definitely. I would put him in as flex play, especially like we said with Judy out, with Hamler out. I think there's just Sutton and Sutton and Tim Patrick.
Do you guys agree with what Eric's saying, James and Nick?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so let me throw this curveball at you. Remember when we were talking about Amari Cooper, Corey Davis, and Robert Woods and Christian Kirk? Yeah. I forgot to mention I had Tim Patrick. Does that change anything for you guys?
No, I'm still playing Kirk.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. All right.
I have a question,
Apparently, Kirk is just going to have a hell of a day, according to Livewire Fantasy Football.
So is anybody else surprised about Mike Williams' production this year off of the Chargers?
Yes, but I will say he was drafted, I think, 4th overall in the NFL draft, 4th or 7th, one of the two.
He was up there. He was
I think he was top 5.
We're talking about the Chargers wide receiver.
Yes, they drafted him like 4th overall.
He went to
You're talking about draft? Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah,
NFL
yeah,
fantasy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
I thought
fantasy
you were
drafts.
talking about fantasy drafts. Like,
No.
I'm like, wait a minute.
No, they drafted him like really early. Like I'm talking
know.
about
Yeah, he was
some
8th.
Kyle Pitts shit. And
he was 8th.
and he never really lived up to his draft potential. And now, dude, they used to just send him on like streak
streaks.
routes, and now they're like giving him an actual route tree.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, run this, run that, run that. And dude, he's a
runs it.
fantastic route runner. Obviously, he's battled injuries his whole career, but when he's healthy, dude, he's unbelievable. So am I surprised? Yes, because I'm surprised that they're using him differently now. But it's a brand new coach, and he obviously saw Mike Williams as more of just a deep guy. So they're using him as such, and it's paying off. He's going to have a better year than Keenan.
He's
I'm
gonna
going to
have a way
say
better.
it. He's going to have a better year than Keenan. Keenan's been consistent. Don't get me wrong. He's been getting his balls too. So, I mean, it's not like Keenan's having a bad year. Mike Williams is just the one that's getting in the end zone. I don't think Keenan's found the end zone yet. He did once.
He has one.
Last
One,
year.
yeah.
I mean, Mike Williams, he's always been that guy that gets you, he'll have like 5 points, 6 points, and then he'll have that like 23-point game.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't think it's surprising that, they're using him more because he has a potential. I just think the consistency is is what surprises us.
Yeah.
And, You know, he's gotten the Chargers offense is, you know, one of the better offenses, probably top 5 in the league with their balance with Eckler and Allen.
And Herbert loves to throw the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, he's going to have a ton of opportunities, a ton of targets, a ton of chances in the red zone.
James?
I made sure I got a lot of Mike Williams in my leagues this year. So
I wish I did.
just like
I wish I did
Brandon
as well.
Cooks.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks is
Brandon
another
Cooks,
man.
yeah.
That's another man that does not stop getting hit with targets.
All right, I want to hit you guys with a couple wide receivers just real quick. You just throw them out. Start, sit, don't like it, whatever.
All right,
couple. Odell Beckham is one of them. Another one is Jalen Waddle, and the third one is Jacoby Myers. I say Jacoby Myers because the Buccaneers led the NFL in receptions, 67 yards, 781, and touchdowns, 8 to opposing receivers. So Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, hello. Are they possibly due for a game this week against the Bucs? So those 3 receivers, Jalen Waddle, Odell Beckham, and Jacoby Myers. Any of those stand out that you may be like, I can plug them and place them into my lineup this week at a flex position?
Jacoby Myers, 100%. Got him starting my flex.
Ew. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm starting Odell easily against the Vikings. It's going to be a shootout.
Wait. I'm sorry. I think you have another Odell Slappy next to you today.
You do have another Odell.
yeah,
Slappy.
so you
do have
Odell
another.
Slappy?
Yes, I am Odell Slappy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
but-
Rod, you do a great job of recruiting. You just fill it like nothing ever changed. Good job. Wait, thoughts on Joe Mixon?
I mean, he's all right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not,
Not as
super high on him.
not as confident as Colin. Okay.
There's going to be
Hey,
a problem if he was a big fan.
you guys want to hear something really fucked up? I had a dream last night I had a dream last night that Joe Mixon had 36 carries and 60 yards. And I berated Colin. I was like, he fucking sucks, dude. That's the most carries in NFL history. And he got 60 yards.
No one knows what we go through with this Joe Mixon talk.
This show literally has just like berated me with Joe Mixon content.
Why do you not like Joe Mixon?
Because he's garbage.
I don't think he's garbage. I think he has
Yeah.
value.
He's inconsistent in ways,
He
but he's
is.
very good.
I
don't
think
know.
he's burned a lot of owners in the past 2
Yes.
weeks.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
people are so low on him. But
People
I
are
think he's
talking.
decent.
People are talking. They're like, did Joe Mixon hurt you?
Yeah, did he hurt you as a child? Or something?
No. Did you draft him and did he hurt you?
Like that. Okay, sorry.
No, like I would never draft that bum. Like, he never hurt me. I would never trust a guy who can't fucking take 25 carries and get over 100 yards.
Yeah, he's a headache. But anyway, back to those receivers: Odell, Waddle, and Jacoby Myers.
I don't know, man. Odell is obviously the best one to play out of those
Right.
3, but I don't think that's what you're asking. Right? You're asking to go through all of them, start,
Go
sit,
through all
start,
of them,
hit.
yeah.
Sorry, James, but Jacoby's a big sit. What was the third one, Rob?
Jalen Waddle.
I'd play him.
Okay.
If you
At a
have
flex.
to.
At a flex. If
you have to, I'll play him.
Yeah, and not over some other people. And then Odell's a fun one. Like, all right, let me ask you guys this. Would you guys go Deontay Johnson or Odell?
I'm going Odell.
Thank you, Nick.
I'd probably say Deontay Johnson.
James?
I'm about to go with Odell.
All right, we're splitting half here because I got Deontay. Rod, you get to make my final lineup decision.
I don't like Odell in any aspect, so it has to be
Why?
Deontay Johnson.
He went for 7 catches.
You know
last
why?
week for 78 yards.
You know why we're sick? It's chunt time today. Chunt.
All right, you got to enunciate that a little bit better next time.
I said chunt.
How about we go with Kareem Chubb again? That one sounds a little bit better.
Chunt.
Definitely
CHUNT.
Rod's
Kareem
right,
Chubb.
Right, it's Chunt.
No, it's
I like
Kareem
Chunt.
Chubb.
I
It's
like
Kareem
Chunt.
Chunt.
Chunt is a little weird.
That's not. It's Kareem.
It's kind of
Hunt.
uncomfortable, but
Kareem Chubb. How about that one? Or Nick Hunt.
Ugh.
Yeah, that one didn't sound too
Yeah.
good.
Okay, we'll just go with it's Kareem Hunt time today, baby.
How about Nick Chubb time today, baby?
Fuck off.
So wait, you didn't answer. Do I have Deontay Johnson or Odell?
I told you, Deontay Johnson. I want no parts of Odell. If Odell could just go away to another country and play football, I will be so happy and so satisfied.
There's other countries that play football just with their feet. I mean,
he could go to
apparently
Canada.
he's really good at that too.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's what I hear.
He'll stay healthy.
But yeah, I'm not going to start Odell over Deontay Johnson this week, guys. But I will say I do think Odell has a really big game. Now that you guys might ask, well, then why the hell wouldn't you start him? Because there's just obviously the possibility that he doesn't.
Right.
So my thing is, you trust Ben Roethlisberger more than Baker Mayfield?
No, I think Ben Roethlisberger is like finally reached that part of his career where you can consider him washed, and I really do. And it's sad to see because you saw when he was out, like what their options were at quarterback, and they were horrible. I mean, they made Juju not startable.
Yeah.
So that scares the shit out of me. And obviously, he's probably still better than their backup. Otherwise, their backups would be playing.
Well, Dwayne Haskins is their backup.
Yeah, I think he's garbage too.
Yeah.
I
will add though. I think that
Eric knows about that. I think Dwayne
don't get
Haskins
me
is
started
worse
about
than Ben DiNucci. I like Dwayne.
That's the worst take I've ever heard.
No, it's not. I think Ben DiNucci's better than Dwayne Haskins.
he was bad.
terrible.
Yeah,
he lost me a lot.
No,
of
he is
money,
bad.
too.
That's how bad Dwayne
Ben
Haskins
DiNucci's
is.
cost me a lot of preseason football winnings, to say the least.
He's won me
I've
all
had
mine.
I've had enough of him.
I had enough of Ben DiNucci.
I
Ben
think,
DiNucci
I
can
think
run.
the Browns' offense is more so sound and more complete, and like they know what they're doing. And the Steelers, like they're just like, fuck it, we just go in the air, and whoever falls
Yeah,
through.
that's what scares me.
Yeah.
But I just love Deontay Johnson's target
I think
share.
that exactly. The difference between Johnson and OBJ is, like we said, the Browns have so much more like options on offense.
Yeah.
You know, Kareem Hunt, Chubb, OBJ, Hooper, DPJ, and it comes down to like Big Ben. He drops back. He just has like a hard on for Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And you know, without Claypool, it's him or Juju. So there's really a lot more targets for Deontay Johnson.
Who's that goofy dude that scored last week? Everyone thought it was Chubb or Hunt, and it was some other fucking third running back. I don't know,
number like 33 or something like that.
25 or something, spinning off of everybody getting the end
so
zone.
mad.
But anyway, guys, all right, let's we're gonna be getting to the ending portion of this show. So this is how we always end the show. We're going around, we're doing our bets, baby. So I need 2 props, 2 straights, and a parlay from everybody in this room. You just have the producer's parlay. That is it. No props, no straights.
Correct.
Producer's parlay.
Correct.
Do you want to start?
Sure, I will start. I'm 1-1. I lost my parlay last week.
1-1, guys. He's hitting at a 50% clip.
Okay, so this week I'm going to go with the Packers -6.5.
Okay.
Texans and Bills over 47, and then the Bucks -6.5. That is the producer's parlay for this week, and I feel very confident with it.
Do you have the odds on that? You never do.
Can
I don't
you say
have
that
it.
again. Sorry, I think
We don't talk about the odds in the producer's parlay.
I don't understand why. That doesn't make
Packers
sense.
Packers -6.5, the Bills over at 47, and the Bucks -6.5.
All right,
That
thank
Bills
you.
game. I was thinking about that. Quick change of pace here. I was thinking about that Bills game and the over and stuff. Do you think the Texans score?
No, I really don't.
That's
I
why
think
the
they-
over scares me.
Yeah, I'm not taking the over in that game because I don't think Davis Mills
Brandon
is going to
Cooks.
score. Yeah, Brandon Cooks isn't scoring.
He's gonna get like 12 targets, 9
Brandon
catches,
Cooks.
100
Yeah,
yards.
Brandon Cooks. Cheers. I get it. Yeah,
Brandon Cooks.
Cheers.
Brandon Cooks.
I get it. But like, I just don't see a scenario. Like you saw, obviously, the Carolina defense is really good, but you saw that there was just no offense.
They'll scrape out some points, bro. They'll scrape out some points.
Okay, well, they need to scrape out at least 10.
Just give us 14.
Yeah.
2
14.
touchdowns.
That's a lot
it.
to ask.
I mean, honestly, I think they might just need a touchdown. I see the Bills putting up maybe 41.
That's the
644.
over right there.
Plus
That's the over right
that
there.
is,
If they
but
kick
I
a
don't-
field goal, they're good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the best, the Bills are going to get 41. But, a couple field goals here and there. The Texans
Yeah.
don't have a terrible defense, but I don't see them getting in the end zone.
Okay.
Plus 644.
Thank you.
What's 644?
All right, Swavy or Swavy?
Swavy Nick.
Swavy Nick.
Suave.
Suave.
man.
Yeah,
Suave.
Matthew McConaughey, Suave.
On down day.
Okay, so
Swavy.
my first what is it? What is it? Prop bet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do 2 props. Let's go with that first.
Okay.
Cook it up.
So the first one I had was for the Lions. I have Swift over 50.5, Jamal Williams over 37.5, both rushing yards, and Cephas over 33.5 receiving yards, and TJ Hawkinson over 50.5.
This is a prop parlay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was supposed to be just one and
2,
done?
yeah, just two straight prop bets. Like, so you,
Okay,
you,
two
so you get a
straights?
record going. So next
Okay.
time you come down here, I can go, Nick, you went 0 for 2 last time
Okay,
you were
okay.
on.
So scratch it. I got Mike Williams scoring a touchdown today,
Okay.
and TJ over 50.5.
I love that.
receiving yards.
I think TJ Hawkinson does get over 50.5 receiving yards easily, and I think he picks up 6 catches. Boom. I said it. Probably a touchdown, too. All
We
right.
got to do better, by the way.
Huh?
Than last week, we got to do a little bit better for our prop bets.
That
So,
was bad.
yeah, last week was brutal.
Yeah.
So we got just keeping it straight with
I
the
think
viewers.
we all. I
keep-
think we
keep
all
it on
just
record.
went on the Ravens and the Lions game. We focused on that game, and Tyson Williams had like 2 carries, and I was like,
Yeah.
All right,
That's true.
I'm done interrupting. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, man. I'm going to, Nick, actually, no. We're going to do props first, and then we'll circle it back for the straight bets, all right? And then we'll circle it back for the parlays, and then we'll end the show. So I'm going to go with my prop bets. I have Mike Gesicki over 2.5 receptions, okay?
Okay.
I don't know how this line is what it is.
You said 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead with that. You guys want to hear something crazy? Brissett, dude, with Eric, I wrote this down, with Eric Ebron and Jack Doyle when he was a quarterback for them, he had a combined 30% target share with them, with his tight ends. 10 catches. Listen, this is last week. This is 7 days ago.
Okay.
Gesicki had 10 catches for 12 targets for 86 yards.
I've got 3.5
Take it.
plus 108.
Take it. Yeah, see, you got the plus. I got minus.
Oh, yeah.
He's Brissett's safety blanket. He ran. If you guys saw his route tree, so you guys know what a heat map is. I brought this up before. A heat map in soccer or in basketball, it's like where they're running around always. And you guys should have seen his route tree. It was literally just shallow route. He runs one route, and it's an out route.
It's an out route.
He's versing what? The second worst passing defense in the league this week?
Yeah.
The Colts.
Oh, okay.
No, literally, this is my absolute lock. I want everyone here to just
Money
please.
back guaranteed?
Money back guaranteed.
All right.
If it doesn't
Send
hit,
my receipt. All right.
do it. But get the receipt going. Clip it. I don't care. It's hitting, okay? So that's it. Mike Gesicki over 2.5. Eric's got 3.5. Anywhere between that number. I'm cool with him getting 4 catches today. Counted it, okay? And my other one is Kyler Murray over 267.5 passing yards, minus 115 on DK. He has hit that in all 3 weeks that he's played this year. He's got 316, 400, and 289. He's 3 for 3 on the season with that number. And we just saw Brady throw for 400 against this defense. Highest total on the board. How can it not? With the highest total on the board, like there's going to be yards, or otherwise they won't score. You know, so most likely it's going to be pace as a high-paced air raid game. I love this bet too. Love this number. That's a good number.
Okay, notorious.
All right.
Who'll be next?
I think Tyreek Hill's been too quiet. I'm gonna take this over 73.5.
Finally, somebody! I
agree.
was waiting for it.
I agree. He's going to bounce back. This is it. This is week.
And then Brandon Cooks hasn't let me down. I'm gonna take the over 65.5. His receptions are also at over 5.5. I'm taking that too.
Okay. I like him.
All right, let's see. I had a tough week last week. 0-2.
You got Lions
It was
happy.
bad. Yeah. No, definitely. Or Ravens happy, to say the least. But I know we talked about it a little earlier. I like Derrick Henry under 120.5 rushing yards, minus 110. I mean, when you're losing A.J. Brown, you're losing Julio Jones, you become so run dependent. I think his carries were like 27.5. You know, it kind of makes it easier on defenses just to target in on stopping the run and forcing Tannehill to throw. So at the end of the day, who knows? It could be one of those bets where Derrick Henry has like an 80-yard rush in the first quarter, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? But I'll go Derrick Henry under 120.5. And then I like Cole Beasley over 59.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, Eric, I was looking at that one. That's a good one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Defenses, you know, when you have Stephon Diggs lining up opposite, Cole Beasley's in the slot a lot. When teams focus in on Diggs, Josh Allen has, you know, they're going to throw the ball 40 times. They'll probably have at least 40 points. So I like Cole Beasley over 59.5 receiving yards.
I think we all could go 2-0 this week.
I agree. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was just putting these bets in while you guys were saying it.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Boom.
That's why he's notorious.
Notorious. That's me, baby. All right, Nick, we're back.
We're on the straight bets?
We're back with you on the straights. Yep.
All right. So for one of my straights, I'm taking Tennessee. A lot of people are like, y'all saying y'all don't think Tennessee is having a good game. I'm hammering Tennessee this week.
Hammering.
And I'm going with Rod, and I'm hammering the Chiefs. Third time's the charm. They're going to give me my money back.
Give my money
going
back.
with the Chiefs.
Bring me my money.
I have nothing to say to that.
Bring me my money.
Run me my money.
He said, bring me my money. That was Nick. Yeah, all right, Nick. That is what it is. My friend, think Tom Brady, that sick fucking guy.
Oh, he's so
him
sick.
in his head, he's sick in the head. That competitive beast is going to shit down Bill Belichick's throat by 15 plus. Give me the Buccaneers.
Really?
Yeah.
15 plus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Tommy Tom.
Yeah, Thomas finna score.
He's gonna go off.
He's finna go off.
He's finna go off.
And Bill's gonna be like, oh shit. Damn. What did I create?
What did I do?
This is the Frankenstein game where Brady gets to beat the shit out of him. He goes, what did I make? What did I do? Look what I've
monster
done.
that I created.
Look what I've done. And then on top of that, I'll go Lions under.
You and your fucking Lions.
The under, dude. The under.
Okay. Respect.
The game's going to suck balls. It's not going to be on my primetime TV today. It's going to be on the left corner.
It's going to be left corner.
left corner.
All right. To the couch.
If you weren't lucky enough to get the Ravens plus money this week, I feel bad, but they're still minus, so go ahead and take that. And if you want to take the Lions, I think that's a lock too.
We'll be back around that on that
What, are we keeping records on these two?
on the
Yeah,
parlay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got receipts.
Oh yeah, we've.
Oh, we got receipts.
I'm gonna go with. I've been talking about it through much.
Hope the producer's
throughout the
writing
day.
it all down. By the way.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
No, Colin.
Oh yeah. He's
You know, Colin's listening right now, writing
Yeah,
it all
he's
down
tuned in.
for us. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Jets plus 5.5. I know we've talked about Derrick Henry, the Titans' offense. I could possibly see the Titans on upset alert. Hopefully, you didn't pick them for your suicide because, as bad as the Jets have been, I think it's gonna be a tight game. And then I like the Panthers Cowboys under 51.5. You know, the Panthers have a great defense. No Christian McCaffrey today, so their offense is kind of limited. Cowboys played pretty well defensively against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I see that like a 20-17 game. I don't know. 51.5 seems like a lot to me.
All right. We're back in the parlays. Let's wrap up the show. Yeah. Turn that shit up.
Give me something. I need to win some goddamn money. Please give me something. Give me something.
Let's go,
please.
Nick. What you got?
You want the mega?
I want the mega.
mega.
I want the mega.
for y'all.
The
right
mega,
now.
Nick.
I got
The
a
mega.
I got a mega parlay for you
The
boys.
mega. The
Get
mega.
ready.
The mega.
Get ready. Because I got the mega, right? We
Okay.
got Carolina Panthers money line.
Okay.
Go ahead, take it. Colts money line.
Okay.
And the Falcons to beat the Washington football team. I was almost gonna.
It's okay. We do it every week.
Plus 1,074 on the odds. Take it. Run up the money.
Run it
All
on.
right, Nick. I'm locking that
That's
mega.
the mega.
Yeah. How can you not play the mega?
You gotta play the
You
mega.
have no other option but to play the mega. So I will be playing it for 3 units.
Shut up.
3 units.
3 units?
Shut up.
3 units.
What's your unit?
The mega.
30. Jump around.
Jump around in here. I'm not
Oh,
telling
wait for mine. You guys go like this.
Is this
was
mega?
yours all money line?
Yeah, those are money.
Is that what made it the mega? Because
Yeah,
guess
that's
what?
what made it mega.
We got mega part 2. I got no money lines too, baby. Woo! Detroit Lions money line plus 120. Kansas City Chiefs money line minus 335. San Francisco 49ers money line minus 145. Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line minus 265.
I like
All
it.
4+ money parlay 564 plus 564. Get your money while you can, folks. This
your
is gonna
money while
hit.
you
I
can.
guarantee you. Mega part 1, mega part 2. It's getting in there. We're hitting this bet, or I swear to God, I'll never come on this show again.
He ain't coming back.
I ain't coming back.
Go get
I ain't
those
coming
megas.
back.
Go
Hit the
get
mega.
those megas.
Hit the
I don't
mega.
know if I got a mega, but I'm taking the under 47 in the Buffalo game. I'm taking Colts money line right there with Nick, and I'm taking the Chiefs -7. We're at plus
Oh shit! Too many Chiefs.
85.
There's a lot of Chiefs in here.
Oh shit.
Eric.
I don't have the. I mean, Chiefs are like 1-11 in their last 12 against the spread, but I ain't going there. I'm gonna take the Vikings on the money line at home versus the Browns. I'm gonna take the Broncos money line at home against the Ravens. I mean, I know Denver's notorious for their September home games that we have flipped the calendar to October, but I still like them. And then I'm gonna take the Steelers plus 6.5 for a total of plus 604 odds.
Like it.
Yeah.
Like it
right.
and lock it.
Hey, I think there's money being made today.
Money to be made.
I hope so.
There's money out there, Jay. You just gotta make it.
I
That's
hope
it.
that I need. I told you. I'm telling all this. So please.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Live Wire Fantasy Football. Today we were absolutely live for you. And just remember that this show is brought to you by the Rise Network. Please check out the Rise at www.risenetworkus.com.
All right. See you later.
Ain't nobody more jiggy than us. Stuff so rough it causes head rush like whoa. Give it to me, bring it here. Don't stop, girl. Shake it here, shake it there. Let Money Mark get off your derriere. We off the chain for the whole year. So if you look good with a big old butt, live in your own crib and make your own bucks. Hit me up, TradePlus.com and tell me where you from.
Smoke out, choke out, we get off the chain like we just broke out. You don't know about me, J.I. When I come through, all the haters get hot. Cause I got more hoes, more dank, more cheese in the bank, more rain. My dogs on dubs, yours ain't. My dogs do whatever, yours can't. We them niggas that's gon' make you get up out your seat. don't play, we take it to the house. MIA, take it to the house.